Hey folks, let's take a ride on the Honda Monkey and talk about it, and we're going to stop and do some filming. I got a little bit of POV GoPro footage to splice in, and hopefully you guys can hear me once I'm underway. I don't know how well this is going to work. But we're heading up to, we're going up by the Blue Ridge Parkway, going to mess around up there a little bit, and if I feel squirrely, we might head over to an ATV park and see if we can put this thing through its paces. Let's go. Well, heading out into the country here, I'm going to have to do some voiceover because I've lost my audio for this segment. But I wanted to talk about why I bought the Honda Buggy and what got me onto it and everything. And being in my 50s now, I'm starting to head towards retirement. And the closer I get, the more I start planning trips and things like that I want to go do. And I wanted to pick up an adventure bike and go, take motorcycle trips. And the difference between a dual sport and an adventure bike, basically you could boil it down like this. A dual sport starts life, with the concept of a dirt bike, and then you want to make it road capable. And so that is what they consider a dual sport bike. An adventure bike is more of a road bike that you want to make off-road capable. And that's what they call an adventure bike or an ADV bike. And so here's a picture right here. You can see on the right is a dual sport, on the left is an ADV bike. So I started looking at them, and just, I took some test rides and things, and I watched just hundreds of hours of video on YouTube, and I started noticing two problems that were just persistent with ADV bikes. One was their size. They're big bikes, and so if you start getting into any kind of squirrely situation, it's pretty easy to dump them. I mean, Ewan McGregor did it more times than I can count on his long way round and long way down videos. I mean, I couldn't even count how many times he dumped that thing. And then when you do dump it, they're so big and heavy, you got to have somebody help you pick them up, basically, unless you're, super strong. And I'm not getting any stronger. I'm just getting older. So getting a bike that weighs, more closer to my weight, that I can handle, manhandle by myself was kind of ideal. So I started looking at things around the 250cc range, and I liked them because I don't think you need a bunch of horsepower. Because traveling down, like what we're seeing right here, I'm only doing 30, 40 miles an hour maybe. And that's about all I need. So I'm trying to avoid highways and interstates and things like that. I want to take the path less traveled and enjoy the ride itself instead of just worrying about the destination. So I want to make the trip, the main focus, and then destination just be somewhere where I can camp and sleep or turn around. So I started looking at even smaller bikes because the fuel economy versus how much fuel the bikes could hold came into play. So I started, because the Honda Monkey has a 1.5 gallon gas tank, but they claim 189 miles a gallon, which isn't true. I get about 140, so about 200-mile range. And that started trumping things that could hold more fuel but do less miles per gallon, if that makes any sense. So it was just more efficient, and I really didn't need the extra power because this little 125 will do 60 miles an hour, no problem. So that's what kind of got me on it, and there's a little, it tugs at the nostalgia strings too, because my dad had a little mini bike like this, and my uncle had one as well, and me and my cousins and my brothers and sisters, they'd pack us all up, take us out in the desert, we'd go mini biking for the weekend, and it's just a blast, we'd go camping and stuff. And so when Honda came out with the Honda Monkey, I just knew I had to have one. It just fit the bill. It's comfortable as hell. I cannot describe how comfortable the seat is on this thing. It's probably one of the best seats out there on any bike right now. So it's kind of funny when you see people buy a $20,000 motorcycle and then have to turn around and buy a new seat for it. It's like this one only costs $4,000 and it's got a great seat. And it is comfortable. I had thought about changing the handlebars, but I might leave them the way they are with little mini ape hangers, because I have to balance off-road ability with comfort for long distance traveling, things like that. It's a pretty slick bike. The only mods on it right now is I put on a Yoshimura RS3 pipe I've lowered the gearing 1 tooth in the front, so I'm running a 14 tooth front sprocket, and I've put some off-roady tires on it, some Maxxis dual sport tires. And here's a little high-speed run if you guys want to see how fast this thing can really go. I'll have to edit in what the speedometer is doing right here. Whoa, on the brakes. So enjoy the rest of the video, and I hope you guys like it. Alright, so here we have it, the 2019 Honda Monkey. I have to apologize for the audio. I seem to have left my adapter for my microphone, so I can't plug it in. Thanks to Apple for that lightning port and no headphone jack. So, I wanted yellow. Even though this is a brand new bike, I went looking for a leftover 2019, a brand new one, because blue and red were the colors for this year. Yellow was a color for 2019, and I wanted the yellow, so I had to go looking for it. And it's just, what can I say? It's just a mini little scrambler that I'm going to turn into an adventure bike. And size-wise, I'm 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. And this is what I was talking about with the big adventure bikes, is I can put my feet down. I can even ride. I've got 2 outriggers here. If I get into a squirrely situation, I can just put my feet down and just go right on through. And picking the bike up, you know, if I do dump it, you know, it doesn't weigh 500 pounds. It weighs as much as I do. So I can just pick the thing right back up by myself, and it's not a hassle. So that was the big reason for starting and looking at this, and then just everything just started adding up. The seat, the fuel economy, the comfort, because I'm going to be traveling a long way, so I have to balance comfort with off-road ability and just road performance, things like that. So I'm not going to be dropping, hopefully not dropping the bars. I don't plan to. I could put some like pro tapers or something like that on it, but I don't plan to right now. Just I want to keep the comfort level for the long haul. I do plan to put the bark busters on. They're in the mail. I got a little fly screen coming. That's in the mail. I do have another platform that mounts on top of this, and so it'll increase the surface area, so I can put, you know, my bags and things on that. And I don't know if I'll get a little tank bag or not like that. I can get like a fender bag, put on there. And it's muddy. I mean, we got muddy on the way up here. We're gonna do some more riding, and we'll get some off the bike footage and put it through its paces. I don't know how much GoPro footage I'll get because the battery is running low already, and I'm tired of GoPros, I really am. So let's get this thing on the trail and get it dirty. Being out here exploring around on these dirt roads and stuff out here in the mountains, I find a lot of little pull-offs like this, and I go by thinking, hell yeah, I might hit that and go see where that goes. Well, it only goes about 20 yards, and it just dead ends. They're all over the place out here. I don't know what they're for. So we're gonna head up this one, and this will probably show off, if you can see up in there far enough. The size of the Monkey makes for a really tight turning circle. So when you get to a dead end, it's easy to turn the bike around. I don't have to wrestle this big, 500-pound pig in the woods trying to back my way out of something like this. So let's hit it. Well, not a whole lot of mud, but enough to get dirty on. Let's jump over onto the Blue Ridge Parkway and we'll head over to that ATV trail and see what we can get into over there. The filming might not be great because my GoPro's done, so I won't be able to get any POV footage, but I'll just try to stop along the way and set the camera up and hit some jumps. And there's a rock garden section I want to really try to see if we can, see if I can make it through there okay. So I'm just testing its off-road abilities, you know, for trying to set up scenarios for what I'm going to face, you know, when I'm out doing, you know, long trips and stuff on it. So let's head over. Now this ATV park we're headed to, it's nothing really outrageous or anything, but I've seen it give a lot of bikers a hard time. People going through on dual sports and ATV type bikes. There's a rock garden section that's pretty rough, and I wanted to see if the monkey can handle it. Just because everything in there is pretty much worse than what I'm going to face when I'm out doing my riding. So let's get in there and see what we can see. Alright, we've made it out to the ATV trails. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of filming out here because setting the camera up, going back and turning around. This is two-way trails and I'm really having to dodge traffic. There's a lot of ATVs out here. I got directions to the rocky section, so hopefully I can get some footage there because that's what I really want to see. A lot of it's just, you know, muddy trail with some whoops on it. And all the landing areas are just to the flat, so this thing's going to bottom out every time I go over and jump. So I'm just kind of rolling over them and just tractoring my way through. So let's go find that rocky section and see how she handles there. Take back all that crap I was talking about, this being pretty flat with just a bunch of whoops. Had some butt puckering moments, but the monkey's handling fine. Washed the front end out once and had to use my little outrigger, put the feet down and save it. And so that worked. Whew, I'm taking a break and then we'll continue on.
Well, it's inspected, so it's got that. That is really cool.
It's got some rippy tires on it right there. So, how do you take tires?
Well, the Honda Monkey made it through the rock garden section at the South Peddler ATV trails. Didn't bottom out, but I banged some things on some rocks. Didn't crush the pipe engine, you know, didn't hit anything like that. It was something like around the kickstand area. But yeah, this was pretty rough. There was a big puddle back there too. I wish I could film all this. Like I said, I'd have to go through, stop, walk back, set up the camera, go through again. I need somebody with me, really, to come out here. I got some friends with some four-wheelers. Maybe I'll talk them into coming out here one day and we'll try to film some more of this. I am going to need to take a break. I am tired. I did get to pass some ATVs. All right, I'm not the slowest thing out here. A couple ATVs had to pull over and let me through. Big monkey was flying. All right, let's get back on it.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some action shots. Well, it's taking some doing to get through here. Taking another break. I think I'm on the Terrapin Trail. Here's a map of the place. This is where I came in. Came up, went around here. This is where I ran into them guys on the ATVs. Stopped in the trail. Up through here. This is where that rock garden was all through there. I've come down, around, and I'm back here now. And I'm heading out to the parking lot. Getting hungry. Been out here for a few hours actually now. The monkey's doing fine, except for one little problem. The chrome ring is coming loose on the headlight. So I'm gonna have to mess with that. But actually my fly screen's gonna cover that. And I had thought about that before I even came out here. I had a piece of tape standing by. I was like, I need to put that over, because I had seen that this was a problem on some videos. So I was gonna put that piece of tape on for today's video, and I forgot it. So yeah, I experienced the problem. I don't think it's made for jumping. You can see it coming down through there. A lot of like red clay mud, just slicker than snot. It's good till I hit that. And a lot of the whoops and jumps, as soon as you get over it, there's a mud puddle on the other side of it hiding. So you can't hardly see it. Little monkey's caked with mud. But she's performed really well. I'm impressed. It's handled everything out here. I mean, the steepest hills, it's gone up every climb. I haven't gone down. I haven't stalled it. Here comes somebody. Let's get the footage here. Yeah, he's jealous. He wishes he had a monkey. Yeah, but it's handled everything. It's done it all. Probably not that well, but it's done it. So I don't have any worries really about using it as an ADV bike. It's handled everything. It's been superb. Gearing's still a little tall. First seems too short. You run out of first gear really quickly, and then second gear just wants to bog down. So you're kind of bouncing back and forth between those two. But other than that, if you just go slow in first, you can tractor through anything out here. She's doing good. I haven't hit third, because it's about time I hit any kind of speed at all. Next thing I know, I'm sliding sideways because of the mud. You just hit patches of it. You can't hardly see it coming. This red clay is deceptive. So I'm going to take a quick break, and we're going to head for the exit. Let's get out of here. There it is. The Honda Monkey has made it out of an ATV park. Made an entire loop. Had no problems with it. Great little bike. I am starving. I'm going home. I'm tired. But I hope you guys enjoyed that look at the Honda Monkey. Little miniature ADV bike. If people like this video enough, I'll add more videos to come when I get some more of my other parts. And I'd kind of like to strap the GoPro on and come back out here and do another loop around this thing, because you guys didn't get a whole lot of footage. I was having to stop and set up the camera, run back, and try to avoid dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and it was kind of hectic in there. I got a few little shots, so hopefully I can edit those in and they look pretty good. So there it is, the Honda Monkey. I really like it.